everyone, and welcome to Ashes Wednesday. If you're unfamiliar, this is Ashes Reborn, a game made by Plaid Hat Games. We partnered with them in 2020 using the PDP system.
How many times have you said this?
A million times. It's Ashes. Hey, if you don't know what this is, Google it.
We need to build like a landing page.
Or like an intro that explains it every time in like 30 seconds, and I have to say
Yeah, just like do it, like send it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is Ashes. Are we doing the thing where we talk for a little bit before we dive into this?
Yeah, dude, let's talk for a little bit. I need to get my phone.
We've been exploring. I'm just not entertaining enough for him. We've been exploring the idea of having a little bit of a chat before we actually dive into the gameplay. That way,
water bottle.
Regardless of what we're playing, it's
it.
relevant and interesting for anyone that happens to be available to watch us while we're live.
Here's a couple of things to note. A couple of things we'll cover in this little intro. And again, this is developing. Probably be a couple of months before it gets formalized. But
I think it'll never get finalized though.
I think things that are things that are important are like Friday. We have a big release day going on. So we've got a ton of Asmodee products going out. We used to do that old video series, upcoming releases. You remember those upcoming releases with Robert?
Oh yeah.
So we would post those every week.
Maybe we should start bringing him in to do those before we start doing our thing.
Yeah, that'd be actually pretty cool.
Yeah, just little segments of different people.
But it was really appreciated, especially because there's so much confusion over release dates and whatnot and what's going on.
Well,
so
it used to be though, for a while there weren't release dates. That's part of why it was so helpful.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, here's what we expect and when we expect it.
Well, they're still fluid.
To say the least.
What we can do is we can tell you when we have the products, and then that's a release date.
Here's what I can tell you right now.
Here's what we got coming up on Friday.
If you're a subscriber, you've already been charged. In fact, what is today? Wednesday? Your stuff is probably being shipped as we speak.
Yep.
You have tracking that's probably going out the door today or first thing tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that, depending on where you're at and all that kind of stuff. So for Crisis Protocol, we got the Dormammu Ultimate Encounter Character Pack.
That's a weird one.
Blade and Moon Knight. I'm very excited about that character pack.
People love Moon Knight, right?
And Blade.
Blade's a vampire. I found that out recently.
We also have Tales for Unlimited for Flesh and Blood.
That's right.
That's a big release. And then we also have the War Machine Hero Pack for the Marvel Champions LCG. And, of course, we have Fusion Strike, the latest set for the Pokemon TCG. I just realized that I was starting to sound like like a news person. I didn't like it.
And coming up tonight.
And 6 o'clock on the hour.
And let's talk about Ashes.
No releases this week for Ashes.
Ashes is, so the next packs, the double is Gorenrock. Is it Lulu and Auric?
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
And so that's been kicked back a few times. I think Plaid Hat is at the short end of the stick when it comes to logistics. Because a lot of times if you're a smaller publisher, you just don't have the volume and the weight, to make things happen on your schedule as opposed to other people's schedule. So we expect to see that, probably late this year, early next year?
I think it's supposed to be late this year.
Yeah.
Last that we heard. So we'll have that out the door. If you're a subscriber, then you'll get charged, and then that'll be out the door as soon as it can be.
Yeah.
On that note, I do want to mention the
What's up, Alex?
Second season of our Discord League.
Yes.
For Ashes
Discord League, important.
Is only got a couple weeks left, but that also means we're getting really close to the point where we'll charge for season 3. So if you want to be a part of that league, it's every Wednesday night on our Discord channel. You have to sign up on the website. You can go to our website and find out more about that.
Right on.
Including anyone that participates in at least 8 weeks gets promos that we're doing for this league. I'm using the Maeoni from season 1 today, which I'm very excited about. She's one of my favorite Phoenixborn, and I think this card looks phenomenal.
Did we get the season 3 pops in, Bryce? I can't remember if I did that or not. That's on me if we didn't. What is that, Noah? Who's season 3? Do you remember? Cole. Yeah, is Cole in there? The Cole promo? It's so funny. I'm looking at Bryce. He's literally eating a corn dog while he's trying to run these pops, and it's the funniest thing. So we've got you can see the promos for the next league. If you want to be a part of that, those are on the product itself on our website. So you can sign up for the league, and you can see all of the images there.
It seems like we don't have the image.
Yeah, we don't have them on the pops, and that's my fault. That's on me. That's not on anybody else in this room. That's this guy's fault. Other things that are going on, Ashes players that may not have otherwise known, Zach won a big event for the Flesh and Blood trading card game. So that means that he should also be a great Ashes player because it's the same kind of skill set. You just have to make good trades and make good decisions. But he's not, and we're trying to figure out why.
I gotta be honest, though. My Ashes record lately is pretty good.
It's been very good, yeah.
I'm on a little bit of a streak. In fact, I'm on such a streak that I've
Give the man a good
pivoted
deck,
away from Aerodel.
and he will do well with it. Joseph was saying Friday's going to be great for me. Tales Unlimited, War Machine, and yesterday's bundle. That's right. We had a limited time stream bundle we did yesterday. We might do some stuff like that for Ashes too. You never know. Some alternative token sets kind of thing. We do have some holiday tokens coming up for Ashes in the pipe as well. So keep an eye out for those.
How are you feeling? So last year was obviously a certain unique kind of year, 2020, pandemic, etc.
I have no idea what you mean.
Yeah, none. I experienced nothing. But you know, holidays are about upon us again, and the world's kind of in a little bit more normal of a place this time around. I don't know. Do you get excited about the holidays? Are you looking forward to Christmas lights?
I got excited. I've been excited this year. I don't know why.
Honestly,
I don't. Yeah, the whole year I've just been excited. I don't know. Maybe it's just the older I get, I'm a little more sentimental about it. Like there's a certain warmth that comes with the autumnal and Christmas season.
Autumn?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what that means. Where you you get the weather's changing and you get more blankets.
I like blankets and layers and fall and spring.
I'm more of a sucker for the music these days too. Like
holiday music?
I bought my first few like Christmas albums. First being Leon Redbone.
I was going to say, what kind of Christmas album do you buy?
Leon Redbone, actually the two that I own right now, it is absolutely disastrous for anybody who's trying to track what kind of person I am. But it's Leon Redbone's Christmas album.
We all know exactly the kind
which
of
is
person you are
so
at this
good.
point.
And then I've also got the Bright Eyes Christmas album, which is...
Bright Eyes did a Christmas album.
As terrifying as it is good.
Can you give me a one-sentence, summation of Leon Redbone? What does that sound like?
Old school sound, so playing a lot of like old traditional kinds of songs. Comes out of a kind of almost a ragtime Dixieland, I think, sound from like New Orleans.
But is he modern?
You would no, he's old. Okay. He wears very thick sunglasses. He may have died. Has like a nice little like top hat, kind of a comic act, but genuinely talented. Strange guy. Yeah, look up a picture of him on your computer. Look up Leon Redbone and do an image search. You'll kind of get an idea what kind of dude he is.
I know this guy.
But it's going to be like a swing kind of a 1920s kind of sound.
Sideburns though.
He's crazy. He's so good.
And that mustache.
He's such an awesome guy. A lot of covering a bunch of songs, having a good time with the audience, that kind of a guy. He was on the Elf soundtrack. Guy Ryan is correct in that. So like that splits the goalpost between like the music that I want over Christmas is those two albums.
Have you seen Elf?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Someone the other day was like, "It's really weird that came out 20 years ago," and I was like,
"You don't say."
Really?
Yeah. Amazing.
Interesting.
Has Taylor done a Christmas album?
Yes, and it was not very good.
Oh, really?
It was like in her. She was probably like. Let me see what year it was. I would bet she was like 19 or 20. And it's just like she wasn't there yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. When did she do Red?
2007, which would make her 18. I was very close.
So she actually did. So that was a fine album, right? So why did she fail at Christmas?
No. The Christmas was when she was 18.
Oh, okay.
But like, so her first album, I think that
it's early to do a Christmas album.
Her vocals, it was more country.
Mm-hmm.
She was in that phase.
Yeah.
Not
altogether bad.
Her vocals weren't as good then as they are now. And she's not necessarily known for their vocals.
Yeah.
But particularly, like, she was just very young. And, like, I think the studio was doing a lot more work. And the studio here did a poor job.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, that is worth noting, since we're talking about things that matter real quick before we dive into this game of Ashes. The new Red album's coming out.
Yeah, remastered.
November 12th?
Those have all been phenomenal.
I have to imagine it's going to be very good. Because the songwriting there is good and lovable.
So, by the way, Red came out 5 years after the Christmas album.
So, yeah, there was a lot of time between there.
Yeah.
November 12th. So, here's the story. Did you guys know this?
Brent, it's a T-Swift day, y'all. Buckle up.
Did you guys know this? So,
oh my God, I just got hit with corn dog smell.
It smells so
devastating.
Good. It smells so good.
You want to get some corn dogs for the stream?
Zach and I are trying so hard to be good to our bodies because we're getting older. And we're on stream every day, so right. We want to look good for all of you. What that means for me, I don't know what it means for you, is usually breakfast is like light, like a bowl of cereal, or I know for you it's probably like an egg, an apple, and a pound of spinach or whatever it is.
Eggs and apples and spinach, yeah. And vitamins, lots of vitamins and minerals and all that stuff.
You get on a drip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my breakfast is
I look over and Bryce does this with his corn dog as I'm saying that.
And then we have Kind bars that we stock here for employees at...
Protein. The Kind protein bars are incredible.
They're fantastic. And
also, so for a while we were on the Cliff bars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but then you start looking into it and the sugars and the carbs, and it's just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it's not ideal for daily sedentary work. So we got the Kind bar. So usually it's like a light breakfast, a Kind bar at lunch, and then something for dinner. But that between lunch and dinner period can be a bit of a struggle when we're streaming.
Sometimes you throw a cocktail in there, you know, on top of a Kind bar, and it gets you places.
Sometimes those Ashes games get really interesting.
I don't even remember that I'm hungry.
Yeah, right? So anyway, so this thing about Taylor, so she recorded this Red album, and correct me if I'm wrong, you know more about this than I do, but the producer or the studio at the time has the rights to those songs, and she wanted them, and then she couldn't get them, and so she's like, well, I'll just re-record the whole thing, and then here we go.
So there's this person named Scooter who no one likes. He's the issue. No, but
Scooter McGavin?
Play it as it lies. Man, what is it? Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
You picked that up really nicely. You got a good tete-a-tete there.
Anyways, so the issue is not that she doesn't own the rights to her songs. Like, she can still sing them and stuff. It's that she doesn't own the rights to the masters.
Okay.
Which is the original recording of the song. So, like, what's on iTunes typically is the master version of that song, right? Mm-hmm. So she can still play it at concerts. She still has the rights to the...
She doesn't get the streaming stuff or the download money?
She doesn't get that. And also, like, she can't do certain things with it. Because she doesn't own it.
Right.
So what she decided to do, because of the way the agreement worked and whatnot, is that she could just re-record everything. So she's re-recording everything, remastering. Obviously, she's better at music since then. So there's also changes. There's songs that she didn't put on the original albums that she couldn't quite get to work that she is now adding back to the albums. Oh, cool. All that kind of stuff.
Bonus content.
And then all of them are labeled Taylor's version, so that like if you're streaming it, you can stream that instead.
Okay.
But it's kind of just like on the business side, a little underhanded the way they handled it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
originally like having the rights to the masters and all of that,
and just the way they treat artists. She's actually really known for that. She did the same thing with Spotify. I don't remember what she did, but it was like a notable like stand that she was making. Not really for her, she's fine, but like for everyone else that's getting kind of
tossed about.
Yeah, not taken care of.
Well, good for her. Yeah. Want to answer a question here. Keith McDaniel, any idea for Arkham? Do we have any idea for Arkham release? The Edge of the Earth is imminent, isn't it? This is way up ahead.
The release?
Yeah. The Edge of the Earth Investigator set, that's been charged.
It's next week.
So that's coming out next week, it looks like, at least as it is. So that's for you, Keith McDaniel. And then Jessica here asking, when does Arkham come back? We're playing Arkham on Monday.
That's right.
We're playing Arkham on Monday.
We back. We're going to Innsmouth.
We're going to make it happen. Danny Goodnight saying, hello, I missed meeting you at the calling. Wanted to say congrats to you, Zach. Hope you enjoyed the fine weather Florida had to offer. So here's the final question I'll ask before we get into Ashes to conclude our bit. Now, I think in the grand scheme of this, we're going to have like a stinger or something. The show's going to... You know what I was thinking?
What's a stinger first?
So it's like one of those, like I could come over here and press the mouse, and then you know how our intro triggers.
So you have something between this and the actual.
Yeah, so we could do like, now we're playing. You know, like there's like and then, but we also do the same thing for like an intro segment. We'd be like, hey, welcome to the stream. It's time for I don't want to be stupid, generally. But like, I'm not gonna be like a talk radio show, or like a morning with Zach and Steven. Oh my god! But something that's like, here's the 10 minutes and what you can expect. Within that 10 minutes, there could also be smaller segments.
Oh man!
Like one that I had an idea for is called Tip of the Day.
Okay.
And just give a random piece of advice.
Like.
Clearly, that's its own segment. That's a note from our sponsors.
I feel like when we make a note from our sponsor, we also need a button for that.
Yeah, we do.
Like everything about it.
I'm telling you, man, we can produce it.
Slowly, there's water rising on the screen.
My tip for the day was going to be take more baths. Hey, what's up?
Nothing.
Beautiful.
Oh man,
Bringing
this
you
is
some goods.
this is a surprise.
Look, and Rafe's on camera.
Thank you so much.
Don't
Rafe,
do that
Thank
often.
you very much.
Ooh, thank
Anytime.
you.
Wow.
Cheers, my friends.
That smells delightful.
Cheers to Ops in there.
That's got some herbal in there.
Well,
Some Averna in there or something. There's got to be some herbs in there now.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not expect to get these today, because Ops is who's responsible for shipping all of our orders all the time. They've been doing a lot this week.
Yeah, pushing out all those bundles from yesterday. The
All the
stream
bundles,
bundles.
all those late releases from Asmodee.
Yeah.
Getting those out the door. So I'm just grateful to be having it. You want to explain why this is happening while I go remove my Invisalign?
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know. And see, this can be a segment too. We could have a little thing. It'll come in, and it'll be like a stylized like cocktail glass or something, and it'll be cocktail time. Maybe we need to work on the branding of that one. But like, and we need to be able to cut to you, Bryce.
No.
I feel like we have a third camera now because our second one broke. We've got
Bryce?
a third, and we can literally, I can have it right here just pointed to the darkness over there at Bryce. So like when we're doing this kind of a bit,
Yeah.
it's like you leave, and then it's like Bryce comes in into the picture-in-picture.
The other person, yeah.
Or be like I catch him on like eating a corn dog moment.
Oh yeah, it'd be very funny.
Yeah, it's just like over there with Sonic. Anyway, yeah, soundboard, you know. Anyway, it'd be like cocktail. I don't know what it would be, but we could do a stinger for that too, where it's like a stylized glass and it swoops in, and then it's like today's recipe is this.
That would be cool.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then we don't have to say it, and it says testing the cocktail program for the next iteration of Covenant Retail Store.
That's right.
And then we could just enjoy it, and we could have like some light music in the background, and then we have a moment where we're like sitting here.
I'm gonna say, those things we
Delightful.
say. So that
And then we would go to the next
someday
bit.
that it can be clipped and be like, I was so right.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those moments. I'm gonna clip this. I think we've been streaming for a couple years now.
Don't say that. I'm closer to dying every waking moment. I can't believe it's gone that. I
That's true.
can't believe it's 2 years.
So we're like a year and a half plus into 5 days a week from the pandemic start thing. We're coming up on 2 years.
What
But
a change in
we
our
started
business.
streaming for Champions a little over 2 years ago on Mondays, Marvel Mondays, if you remember.
How crazy is that?
It feels like forever ago and also not that long ago. But
Yeah.
the reason I say this is when I think about everything that's changed about the stream in that time, based on the conversation we've been having recently, I have a feeling that 12 months from now, this very show/format, us being live, might look a lot different. I'm
I think
very
it
excited
will look
about
a lot
that.
different. Yeah,
I
we're
was-
starting to go on the refinement phase
I was
because you
telling
start
you a month
with
or
the
two
idea,
ago that I
but
was
then
like,
you...
I was feeling like, not bored, but like it's like I feel like something needs to like,
It's like the next iteration.
yeah, we need
Yeah.
to push forward again.
Yeah, definitely.
anywhere.
That's in the DNA, and I like that. That's why we're still able to enjoy work. I remember I watched some of our early streams where we didn't have any of this in the back, and it was awful.
When we were in this
It was
room,
destitute. Yes, we were in this room. Nothing was back there.
yeah.
And then watching some of the old ones where we just had the one camera slanted down at the old in
So
the
bad.
office with three.
That early Arkham didn't even have a playmat down.
No.
It was just like the table with cards on it.
Man, yeah. So
Uncomfortable.
yeah, so it's time for another improvement. All that to say, how was Florida? Is Florida as weird as I'm being made to believe that it is?
Yeah, sure. So
Was everybody just like weird and trying to murder you all the time
No.
and like making weird?
So Florida was great. It was really rainy the first day we were there.
Was there alligators?
Which is not.
Did you have any
I saw
alligator
no
encounters?
alligators. There were no sinkholes.
Mhm.
That was that's my looming concern when I'm in Florida. Apparently, that's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
Just driving. And all
Any
of a sudden-
hurricanes?
No, just rain.
Okay.
So the most notable thing is that Orlando is kind of the home base of Disney, Disney World, etc. It's a very touristy city. It's also not. It's like an hour away from the nearest water, like the beach and stuff. So the culture that surrounds a Disney town is different, right? And not in like a bad way, but like even just all the restaurants, like there's enough people there on a routine basis that like cool stuff can exist, but also
Cool Stuff Inc. is from there.
Orlando.
In fact, from Florida.
That's really funny.
Cool Stuff Inc. is from
Cool
Florida.
stuff indeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the
So that tells you what you need to know. You know what I'm saying?
commercialism is high.
Okay.
So like most of the restaurants that you see, it's like big corporate restaurants, not like
Like Chili's, Applebee's kind of stuff?
No. I mean, I'm sure that was there. But, like, you know, it's everything from, like, we went to this place called Bahama Breeze.
Okay.
Which our Uber driver from the airport was like, I was like, where do we have to eat before we leave here? And she's like, oh, Bahama Breeze.
You got to go to Bahama Breeze. Huh?
And we were like, oh, what's that? And she's like, oh, it's just kind of like Jamaican fast food. And I was like, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
It was not fast food at all, by the way.
It was
more
slow.
of a sit-down restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And they had, like, nice food, and they had cocktails, and they had, like...
That's the opposite of fast food.
I had an old-fashioned that the ice cube was made of... Hold on.
You had an old-fashioned at Bahama Dave's or
Bahama
whatever?
Breeze.
Bahama Breeze.
Yes, I did.
That is not where I would order an old-fashioned.
So they did two things that were interesting, and I was talking to the waitress, and I was like...
What, a Jamaican old-fashioned? You got a jerk spice in there?
It was a Jamaican old-fashioned. She was like... She asked what kind of drinks I typically drink, and I said, well, you know, I like old-fashions, and she's like, oh, you got to try this. And I looked at the list, and I was like, when people mess with the ingredient list, it goes wrong.
Yeah, that makes it specifically not an old-fashioned.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, if I don't like this... am I going to be able to send it back?
Ooh.
And she said,
what an ass.
She said, absolutely.
Oh.
And I was like, all right,
I would have told you to learn your menu.
Let's roll.
So what were the ingredients?
Well, the ice cube was made of coconut water.
Oh.
Instead of standard water ice.
That will give you something.
So over time...
tastes like coconut.
The drink tastes more like coconut. And then...
It sounds like a new fashion to me.
Yeah, it is new fashion. And then they changed one ingredient. It was the... instead of simple syrup, there was a different syrup there, right? Instead of sugar or whatever, that had a... I forget the flavor profile. Into the story is it was really good.
It wasn't a...
Oh, it was pineapple.
Pineapple, of course.
Somehow...
Are they making this with rum?
No. But it tasted... It did taste like an old-fashioned you would get on an island. And that's the best way to describe it. So it tasted like
sweetened bourbon with some coconut pineapple flavor.
Yeah.
Like a bourbon punch.
It was different. It was good. I actually enjoyed it.
I assume it was made with bourbon.
Yeah, I think it was. But I bet I could look at the menu if I wanted to.
Stephen Burton is saying here, as a bartender, an old-fashioned is made with brandy. The oldest of old-fashions. Brandy.
Yeah. But all that to say...
Before we discovered corn.
It's like you find out about all these giant corporate chains of restaurants that you didn't know existed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw there was a Shake Shack right there, which you know I loved. And like, there's this where the convention center's at. There's this road. It's called International Drive. And like it's just
that's expressly not true.
It's just full of restaurants and entertainment and things like Ripley's Believe It or Not and all kinds of food.
You know, that sounds like kind of a mix between Branson and Vegas.
That's a great way to describe that, actually. I was not prepared for how accurate that was. It is somewhere between Vegas and Branson. And awesome. And that's what I meant by it's like the touristy too, because like you get on the plane to Florida. It's like there's tons of children. It's like parents and their 3 kids.
All right, because of Disney.
Yeah, but it's also like a lot of people retired of Florida.
Right.
So there's also a lot of old people.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you go to a restaurant and it's like, it's because a lot of
old
people that work
kids.
at like Disney or the theme parks or SeaWorld or whatever are in the 20s, 30s. But everything about the place is designed for kids and old people.
Perfect.
But then, like, there's also a lot of stuff for the people that are working all those things.
You know, that makes a lot of sense then, why there'd be a lot of interesting energy there where the kids, the 20 to 30s, need something to do to get away from the old people and the children.
Yeah. Now, Miami is like an hour and a half away. Tampa is like an hour away. So, like, there are younger places.
Miami's got, like, a club scene for sure.
Around. But, yeah, it's definitely, like, you know, Vegas has a very particular vibe.
Mm-hmm. That's
easy to, you know, once you've been there, you know it. But yeah, it was definitely a unique. The 4 places I went were all very unique for different reasons. Yeah.
All right, cool. Would you go back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I like it. Weather was nice most of the time. That was
there
good.
We go.
The people were nice. The Uber drivers were all very nice. No crazy drivers.
Okay.
So that was all.
So
all
Florida, worth seeing, worth going, worth living.
I mean, I just went to a convention center every day.
Right.
So, and went to some
Which,
food.
Worth noting, was one of the worst convention centers I think imaginable.
If only because they didn't allow outside food or drink, and it was freezing.
Yeah.
The air circulation was good. It didn't smell bad or anything. Didn't get too hot. But my goodness, there were some times where I'm like sitting there and my hair is like doing this. Our friend Ian, had was sitting there. He's like, I can feel like the hairs on my body moving because there's just so much air moving constantly. It's cold. It was cold.
That can be good, but you got to bring a jacket to Florida next time. If you're going to the Florida conference, then bring a jacket. Mm-hmm. Now, tip of the day with Zach.
That's right.
It's very specific.
So we need a little sound cue.
I know. I'm telling you, we can make it really exciting in here.
Donald Kelly saying, I live in the Orlando area for about 5 years now, and it's still weird. Judged side events at the Calling last week, and it was the first huge gathering of not family-catered entertainment I've ever seen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Chris Gilling, do you think you'll be getting the subsequent waves of Pokemon stocked? So let's see, subsequent waves of Pokemon. Do you know what that?
So,
like future sets or future waves of this set?
If you're asking about future waves of this set, that's not likely.
Yeah.
That's not really how our business is set up to function.
Yeah. It's not really set up to function in the way that Pokemon functions currently.
Well, very few things are.
In that you have no idea how much you're getting until it shows up on your door. That's not ideal.
Apparently, Danny's saying Tampa's a 2-hour drive for Orlando, so.
Okay.
That's driving distance.
I won't make it. Yeah. All right, let's get to the game. You imagine it? I could almost press the intro.
I can almost hear it. Weird.
All right, and then you come in and see we're already. See, during the intro, I press the button, so when it comes to the gameplay section, we're already down here.
I see.
And it looks very intentional.
Tomas asking about what the throwback is tomorrow. What
it's the Star Wars CCG.
That's right. We're going to finish that thing. 2021.
Is it too bright on the camera here? You guys let me know. Looks good to me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do your dice all wrong all night. So I'm working on this Echo deck. I made some bad changes to it. I was dealing with Zach's, that Aerodel. What was that meatloaf guy that made it, or what was his name that made your Aerodel deck?
Philly cheese.
Philly cheese. That's right, not meatloaf. I guess that's different genre.
It is food related, I suppose.
Yeah. And it was roasting me. And so I made some changes to make my deck worse.
Jessica saying it is right.
Therefore, what is right? What's right?
She says too bright.
Okay, too bright, yeah.
Nathaniel is saying he bought a big box of Quest decks for Tomb Raider because of us. Throwback Thursdays are the best.
That game is great.
That game is great, yeah.
I would play that again right now.
Yeah. You need to lock down some booster boxes.
So I made some changes. If you guys have been following the stream, I made some changes to this Echo deck. I'm trying something a little bit different. I brought it back to its roots, where I'm actually a little more Holy Knight focused. I've added
Speaking of the holiday season, Holy Night.
I've added some Steadfast Guardians to the deck, which you'll experience, Zach. You get to see those out, and we'll see if it works.
I'm familiar with those evil cards.
What it's trying to do right now, what the deck is trying to do is, it's using Echo and Chaos Gravity and those exhaustion effects, slow the game down. It's presenting bigger units, and trying to just have a stupid board that is very hard to get through. Mm-hmm. And then it's threatening Mirror Spirit at the end of every turn. That's the goal.
After everything's exhausted.
Yeah, that's right.
I understand that.
That's the idea.
Meanwhile, the deck I'm using on Ashes.live is titled Friendly Neighborhood Snack.
Remember, we're going to add all of these to our own account and all of that?
Yeah,
we just don't have the time.
TC League Maeoni is in the title, and this is from Impossible German. Sort of. Also recommended by Schmindrix.
Schmindrix is tons of commentary from Schmindrix.
Yeah, apparently there's this Maeoni deck going around that's winning a lot of events, but this version was made for people that are not as good at the game.
Oh, because the training wheels.
The one that's winning is very tech. There's a lot of one-ofs that you first 5 in very specific matches, kind of a thing.
I actually love that. So this is the base concept before it has gone through all the testing and tweaking and whatnot. Echo is the same way.
So it was literally described as the version of the deck for us mere mortals.
Okay.
Which I felt was more appropriate.
Well, you're hardly Pro Quest champion Zach Bond is hardly a mere mortal at games. You know what I'm saying?
What can I say?
But while we're here, what is your limited elo? And particularly compared to mine, I'm just kind of curious.
They obfuscated that on the website, so I can't see it.
You can't look that one up right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of in the weird. Now I'm
in the hundreds.
You know what's so sad about that is you 7-0 in the Pro Quest Sealed, 6-0 in the Pro Quest Sealed, but it doesn't count for Elo.
Nor does the top 8 draft.
That's so funny.
I went 9-0 in that event. It doesn't matter for Elo.
You won 9 limited games that don't matter.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Yeah, but
still wrecking you.
PTIs and gold colds. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, that's maybe. Maybe relevant. Maybe relevant. I have 1 basic because I'm awesome.
I have 3.
Okay. That means you get the choice, right?
Yeah. I do believe I want you to go first. Just instinct.
Final answer?
Yeah. See if you can threaten me.
It's going to look pretty similar to what you've seen previously.
Excited to I have an all-new Maeoni deck.
All-new Maeoni. Okay, so here's... That's nice. This is a good one.
Just so saying he's gone hard into 7th Sea after our stream. What a fantastic game. I love that game. I went and bought a ton of singles after that stream. We will play that again on camera.
We will play that, and there will be boats. I'm going to play Summon Lightbringer.
I need a shirt that says that.
There will be boats.
There will be boats with the 7th Sea logo.
You should do it with the There Will Be Blood logo styling. There will be boats. 7th Sea.
I love it. All right, Summon Lightbringer. Cool. You just love that thing.
Well, I just think like it's a pretty strong first turn play because if you play a unit on the board that has utility exhaust to do something, I can go ahead and just force it to attack, block it with a Lightbringer, and like
it's annoying.
Call it a day.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play Summon Salamander Monk.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you love.
It's like the plunder run of Ashes for you.
Yeah, I just keep playing
it. Won't stop.
That's a deep joke for people. I'm gonna meditate a couple times. Oh, there goes a molten gold. Why?
And that's one of them fancy foils, huh?
You know, it's the only way to roll, really. Let's meditate again.
Steven, why did you pay with a dice? Great, thank you. I you know, it's happening. I failed. Auxilior, sorry.
And let's meditate one last time. Okay, over to you.
All right, so what information have I gathered from those meditations?
I like snakes and frogs.
You like snakes, you like frogs. I don't know the game well enough to know. So you've got Golden Veil. You got Golden Veil.
You know certain things.
You got Golden Veil.
I'm also playing Maeoni.
Potentially Molten Gold. You're going to play a snake.
What's my signature card?
Your signature card is the one where you, pay 2, can't be blocked? Is that you? Maeoni's signature card is...
This is Summon Silver Snake.
Summon Silver Snake. You can play that probably. You got the ability there, 2 basics. You snap at something. What does that do? Choose an unexhausted unit you control. Deal damage to a target unit equal to the chosen unit's attack value. So you choose something on your side, and then it does its damage immediately.
To a unit as a side action.
And then do you take damage from that? Don't you?
Take nothing.
Okay. Well, yet again, you found a way to be good at this.
Well, you just pick a hero, you see, or a Phoenixborn in this case. That's good.
Yes.
Echo's really good, man. You got that Chaos Gravity.
Echo's great. Yeah.
Get out of here.
I don't hate that. All right, let's summon Steadfast Guardian there.
Now, see, you're just playing blue. This is literally a blue deck.
I love blue. It's my favorite color.
Just telling me no.
As much as I hate those mechanics in games, I always am drawn to them. It's a
weird relationship.
What I really
with
like
yourself there
is I like eliminating as many variables as possible.
Yeah.
So if it's like, oh, you can't do this thing, then it's like, okay, I can check that off of my mental.
I read it.
Consideration list.
I do get it. I do declare. All right, we're gonna play a Summon Gilder spell.
Oh, look, a very creative deck list. I've never seen these cards before that you're playing. It's the same thing.
Mixing it up a little.
He's playing the same cards every time.
Hey, this wasn't on me. I asked for a mana deck. This is what I got.
And he's playing the same cards.
You can do that. It turns out. Wouldn't that be funny if it was actually the exact same deck?
It's Maeoni running the exact same deck. Man, I would love that, actually.
That would be so good, honestly.
It's a good troll there. All right, let's get a Steadfast Guardian out.
Alright.
I love the art of this unit so much. Look at this. Can you imagine that they make cards that look this good?
Yeah. I'm gonna borrow this.
Unit Guard doesn't exhaust. 1/3. It's a Guardian and it's steadfast. That's the non-exhausting part of it, is its steadfastness.
I suppose. I do declare.
This drink's good.
It is.
What is it though? You see that little? There's a little herbaceousness.
Is it not like a Manhattan or something in that category?
It's like it's got like Benedictine in it or something pushing me in that. Chartreuse. Thank you, Bryce. 100%. Yeah, you say herbaceous and you don't say chartreuse.
What do we have in the chartreuse category?
Green.
I know it's green.
You know it's made by monks. There's only 2 that know the recipe.
It's that green bottle that I had that you were like, hey, you have this. This is fancy.
Yeah, I told you that before, right? Only 2 monks know at any time, and I hope they never travel together.
It's like a president-vice president situation.
Mm-hmm. And one of them is always in the bunker.
I could just, write it down.
Apparently 58 or 258 or something spices and herbs go into the distillation process.
Tastes good. There's a lot of flavor there.
Or the aging process. I wonder what this drink is. A green chartreuse drink that's not gin. Okay.
Is it like a Black Manhattan?
Maybe.
Or like a...
It has a Verna in it, though, and I don't think this is chartreusey instead.
All right.
Could be like not a Fitzgerald. Bijou. The OG. Yeah, it's a Bijou.
What's in the Bijou?
Well, green chartreuse, apparently.
Every time I hear Bijou, there's that song in Mad Men, Zooby Zooby Zoo. It's the only thing I can hear in my head is her singing that song.
All right, let's play a Holy Night.
Yeah, you're playing my favorite cards. That being one of them.
Let me see what I need here. 2 of those. 1 of those. 1 of those. So I don't think I need the hearts anymore. So let's burn a heart here. Napoleon Bonaparte. See, that's what I'm saying. This could be an entertaining show that isn't just about games.
So we needed a rim shot, right?
Yeah, exactly. We need a live drummer.
Spells.
We're not entertaining enough to not have games to play. But honestly, that's the whole point of the hobby.
Yeah, that's
your
the
level of interest. Like you can be.
Hey, we didn't play a game yesterday.
You can be less engaged socially, less of a playing that game because there is something in front that you can always focus on. We can always just do this, right? And it's not weird.
For a while.
But if this isn't here, it's weird. If we just stare at the ground.
I don't know. I bet what's our podcast?
Well, we're talking a lot. But about games.
There's a topic, of course.
Tangentially, I suppose.
Oh my goodness. This is a challenge.
See, I've already done a better job with this deck. I should build my own decks every time.
He's humble, too. Okay. I think this is the
Commit to something, would you?
Yeah, I'm going to. We're playing a Frostfang.
Okay.
I'm on a side action. Maeoni 2 basics. We're committing big time.
Yeah, big time.
Gonna do 3 to the Holy Night.
Okay, that's acceptable. That's acceptable to me.
We committed. We can't let you get any of the plus health cards I've been seeing floating around on there.
We committed. That's a good use of that unit.
Thank you.
Very good. If I had like 1 damage,
it prevents the first damage it takes every time.
Pretty good unit.
I like the Frostfang a lot.
Yeah, it's a pretty good unit. Mm-hmm.
You can also punch out that Steadfast Guardian if you make me attack with a Lightbringer.
You've already used that, so I'm gonna go Holy Relics here.
Suboptimal.
So we got a 3/5 here.
Over to me.
And then side action, yeah, I'll pass. See, now we can just stare at the board.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with owls over there?
Don't worry about it.
You have an owl in hand? You have a summon owl in hand? You're running you play the cards that are the most annoying. You play the most annoying cards in every single game.
Why is there an owl in that stack, sir?
You just have a wild card owl. I'm just gonna push you. It just tilts you a little bit.
Oh lordy. Just in case, let's summon this Elementor Mon.
You need him for me.
No. I have the regular. There he is.
You need
It's
the
spirit
spirits?
that I'll eventually need from you.
We just keep these.
I just need to bring my Brennan deck in.
It's like you say that every time. There you go. I'm never going to play that unit. I hate that unit.
I don't believe you. You love monks.
I do love monks generally, yeah.
Look at this guy. He's hilarious.
Have I spent all these dice already for real?
Remember that Holy Knight you played?
Yeah. I guess that's why you don't play it, because it's like really vulnerable.
I mean, it's one of the least vulnerable.
Well, Aerodel kills it immediately, basically, and then Maeoni apparently kills it immediately as well. So that's two of X that have an easy out.
I have to have a 3-attack unit. Luckily, I did.
You did.
It's like these decks that people build have accounted
On purpose.
for these things. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like they're building them on purpose.
It's like I'm looking through my hand. It's like, oh, this is convenient. Although 5 the Guardian is
it's annoying, right?
nerve-wracking. Yeah.
All right, let's meditate up, and then let's go ahead and Lightbring.
Fair.
There's nothing better to do. No, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. We will meditate up, and then we'll play a Summon Mirror Spirit.
No cards in hand.
No cards in hand. You have the board.
And
Terrifying place to be.
You've not played. Okay. Mirrorspin has 2 health.
2 health, that's right. You should know. After all that Aerodel nuking it business. Yeah. Hey, who's laughing now? I went first, right?
Mm-hmm.
You doing it? You gonna bring that snake out?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. You played the summon. Galactic Fishy Boy here in the chat. That's a cool name. Galactic Fishy Boy. I wonder what the story is behind that. You know, like how you end up with that name? You're a fisherman in real life, and then also, you know, you like games or chatting at least on the side. Or is there some sort of galactic fish story from like a role-playing session you had? Or do you just love fish and are also an astronomer? A lot of good options.
Maybe all the things.
Oh, Amon, that's great. New Skytrack Solo rules came out today. I was Jackmo was talking about how that was imminent. So that's good. So they've revamped the solo for the Skytier.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we need to play that. Obviously not we, but
yeah,
it needs to be on the stream, I should say.
Silver Snake.
Okay, after an opponent unit is destroyed, place 1 status there. The number of status tokens on this unit equals X. So you don't really want to throw these 1 health units out, do you? All right, let's bring on the Lightbringer.
I has made a mistake. Over to me?
Mm-hmm.
Monk will attack your Lightbringer.
Let's echo it. Echo. Oops, did that wrong. The tale as old as time. A play as old as time. Beauty and the Beast. Let's use Echo's ability. We're gonna exhaust here, and then we're gonna swing here.
That's inexhaustible.
Oh, right.
You don't think about that?
Yeah.
He attacked into an invisible wall. Well, boom.
Armor. How does that work? All your stuff's inexhaustible. You're the blue player.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't even play Magic. It doesn't even land. Even across this table, it doesn't even make sense. What we're saying.
It's a color.
I guess. Yeah, let's exhaust here and swing at Maeoni.
Take 4. Unexhaust.
Yeah.
Let's meditate. Pass.
Oh, I did this. Did this wrong. No, that's all wrong. That's all wrong. You passed?
Mm-hmm.
Your main?
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass.
Oh, we did it. I made a mistake.
Oh, really?
I spent this basic, and I needed that die.
Nasty first round. I'll go ahead and reroll this guy.
Oh, there's snakes to my left, snakes to my right.
Snakes to the left. I think I should have Temp, Frostfang, Mirror Spirit in for a 2/2.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of swinging with a Lightbringer. I think that was right. But I also feel like you've got to have cards in your hand that deal damage to my stuff to power your snake. So like, I don't know, maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong. I think we both played somewhat poorly right there.
The pros, they say.
We're not pros at this game. Few are, I'll say that.
All right. X-Wing players.
That's right.
That seems like a good card here. Okay. Let's meditate. Horse.
Frog. Guys, see, I need to take you to fatigue here. You meditate like a crazy person. I gotta punish that.
YOLO is the way I live my life.
What's your battlefield?
4.
Okay. One Gilder slot if you want it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, meditate. Now what? Try to Frostfang me?
No. We're gonna go ahead and summon a Gilder. We'll do a damage to your Lightbringer, which gets me a token on this here Silver Snake. And wouldn't you look at it, it's the Altart. Come on. We need to play that crowd sound. That time we had the air horn. Was it on the podcast?
Yeah. So
or someone who did not appreciate it.
Literally like, I'm never listening to this again. I hate this so much that I'm never listening again. One person loved it, though.
Strikes and gutters, dude.
Yeah, they loved the energy. Some good energy.
I feel like someone like Rob would be the kind of guy that likes that. Oh, yeah, man. It was so hype.
Also from Florida. Yeah. Let it be known. Boy, this Guardian is steadfast, isn't it?
Just standing there.
What are you going to do? Got that Frostfang ability. That's annoying. What's up?
It's so good.
What'd you miss?
I just realized something. You'll see soon.
Okay.
Torres88 saying, how'd the special sale experiment go yesterday? Is that something you'll continue to
really
for other
good.
things in the future? Yeah, they gone. That was great.
Yeah, that was really good. It worked out nicely.
And everyone seemed really happy about it. So, odds are high that will continue.
Oh, I think this is the time. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's right.
Actually, we're saying question. I suspect the Ashes League will go on and on. Will old promos become available later on? That's a good question. I don't have a great answer for you right now.
Probably not, right?
Unlikely they'd be made available again like that.
It's unlikely. I don't know. You're left with. Oh, that's so good for me. I'm gonna play Meteor. Here, and here's why it's so good. I think it works like this. Will it kill both of your monks, monk and then the spirit? Because it says deal 1 damage to all units, then deal damage equal to the number of lions. So like it deals 1, pops it, deals 1 to everything else that's left.
Now, if that's true, that also means the Frostfang doesn't die.
That is true. I may have to go up to lion before I do this. That is how it's gotta
says
work.
yes, it will.
Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, so I gotta decide if I want to kill the Frostfang or not. Don't worry about it. Maybe, I mean, you have to. If it doesn't kill the Frostfang, then you just Maeoni my Steadfast Guardian, and then it gets really bad. So don't think about that play yet. Okay. Don't think about that yet. Man, Frostfang's surprisingly good.
I love Frostfang. Always have. Always will. It's like a little Wolverine.
Deal 1, deal 2. I take 3. Oh, that's not good.
Your thing has 5 health, though, right?
Yeah, but like, then it's 2 away.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible.
I'm very,
Here's what we'll do. We found the answer. This is the right answer. Lightbringer. I can't tell you how much I love this unit. Look at how beautiful my board is also. And I'm going to side action 1. Chaos Gravity. Bummer.
Bye, Felicia.
Up into snakes. Snakes, maybe? Or up in, yeah, snakes. Snakes is good.
I've got a play that'll make your head spin.
And then let's go up into lions. Let's not change that one, obviously. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, when you bring this out, I have a reaction.
Okay, what do you got?
I'm going to ice trap you.
Okay.
After a unit with life value of 2 or less comes into play, destroy that unit.
This ability still trigger?
Yeah, you still get the ability.
Yeah.
But I get a token.
Snakes up.
Then I have to attack this round.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm going to side action. We're going to Maeoni. And I'm going to spend... Let me look. I need that and that. And that and that. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to spend here. 2 basics.
Yeah.
And a thing. So I'm going to have my Frostfang do 3.
You got
thing. And then I'm going to attack your Phoenix Spawn here. But I have a reaction on my turn.
Oh, no.
Which is a crescendo.
A crescendo, a classic crescendo.
But a crescendo, if I do the damage to the Frostfang, it just doesn't happen.
Oh, deal 1? Yeah.
That was the thing. I was just like,
yeah, totally
oh my
fair.
goodness. So I'm going to get rid of this Polarity Mage. And you see what I'm doing.
All right, crescendo, and then...
And he gets a token when that goes away. So then I'm coming at you for 7.
7. Taking 7. I do have a reaction.
Uh-oh. Don't like that.
I have a reaction. Let's see, where do we want it, though? Well, now that you're exhausted, that's kind of a less impactful situation.
Spicy play.
But I know you can, like, unexhaust stuff.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Do that kind of business. And your Gilder is exhausted. You could summon another monk, which I actually don't want.
I don't have any battlefield slots.
Yeah, that's what I mean if I kill this.
Oh, yeah.
I could get that Frostfang off the board, which is kind of a priority. But I feel like at this point, it's exhausted, right? It's exhausted.
That's right.
Gotta use these cards, though.
Must get value.
Start working on the snake, I guess.
I essentially have 2 blocks.
Let's just do Sympathy Pain here. I'm gonna do 2 to something. It's a great Frostfang answer. Kill the Gilder.
Well, one thing you could do, let's say I was smart enough, because it's reaction. So I technically resolve these each one at a time on your Phoenix.
Oh, right on. That's
so
right.
Like if I
let's do it that way.
Didn't know that was happening, then it would be like if I resolve either of these
you should
first,
do Frostfang first, though.
Yeah, I'm going to do Frostfang first.
Yeah.
So then technically, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just wouldn't really change anything, would it?
Yeah, but just if you obviously could knock out my snake here, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be
or
really
whatever. You can technically prevent 1 damage here, but I would get a.
You get a little wisp man.
Spirit.
A little spirit man. You probably don't. I probably don't. Maybe I don't even play it.
Yeah. Can you do 2 to my Phoenix Born with it?
Yeah, I can do 2. We can do that. Just do 2 to the Phoenix Born.
May as well if you're not going to use it.
I guess.
Otherwise.
I don't know.
Just to get out of your hand.
I mean, you could unexhaust that Frostfang, and I don't know. It's kind of all the worst has already happened.
Well, if I can unexhaust, Snake is just as good as Frostfang right now.
Yeah. I can do 2 to the snake and get it teed up where it's within like reach of
striking distance
problems. Let's do 2 to the snake. That's a problem that's gonna need to get solved.
All right.
Okay, and then on my turn. Let's. You know what? No, dude. No, I don't want any. No sympathy pain. No sympathy. We don't need it. We need the dice on other things. Steadfast Guardian. It's back. Steadfast. Better than ever. I'm back and I'm better than ever. I'm getting this cheddar. Attack with your Gilder.
Don't want to. Don't want to do nothing.
I don't want to do nothing.
My battlefield's full.
That's right.
I'll pass.
Now I'm in the driver's seat. Let's play a Beast Tamer.
Ooh-wee.
Reduce attack by 1 when it's in a battle, and it is alert. It does not exhaust a block.
Don't like that. Well, win in Rome, right?
Win in Rome. Do as the Romans do. Still got Froggo dice over there too. Gotta honor those.
Weird. I think that's just correct.
Don't call me weird. Don't call.
Gilder is going to swing at Echo.
Oh, come on.
And I'm going to crescendo.
That's so stupid. You gotta discard a card.
And there goes a golden veil. 3 damage to that Beast Tamer.
Okay.
And then the Gilder coming at Echo.
You got me. She got no dice.
Oh, I have to do damage to myself, so I'll damage here.
Okay. Put 1 up. Right on. Can't block. Alright, let's echo temp here. And let's summon our mirror.
Beefy.
Beefy four boy.
Alright, another round this pops over.
Another on what?
End of your turn, this pops on exhaust.
Pops?
Like you unexhaust at the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's right.
Over to me?
Mm-hmm.
Let's meditate. Froggersville.
Mm-hmm.
Main action. Swing at Echo.
I'll take it.
What's your total health over there?
19 total. Currently at 9. You gotta do 10 more.
Okay.
Swing. Let's see, you've got dice, no cards. Everything happening is on the board at this point. It's all exhausted at this point. Okay. Swing for 4 at Maeoni.
Take it.
Little mirror spirit. And then I will pass it over to you.
It's Frog there.
Mm-hmm.
And then main action doesn't exist. Pass.
Okay. This is a classic too.
What up, Kyle? Yeah, T Swift is singing on SNL this week. It's a national holiday.
It sure is. And I got the first action next turn. Okay. We know what we're going to do with that. And that. Okay, interesting. Are these side actions for the round or the turn?
Round.
The whole time?
Yeah. Yeah, until we refresh.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Man, interesting stuff. Whew. How much do I want to worry about this? Mm-hmm. All right, let's side action here. And then you can't summon the Salamander Monk. You can't summon another Silver Snake, right?
Not unless this one goes away.
All right. Steadfast Guardian gonna swing for 2 on this Frostbite.
Block here.
All right.
Must be done. What up, Hank? Sorry I didn't get a chance to say hello to you while you're in Florida. Mine?
Yeah.
We will poke the Mirror Spirit again for 1.
You got it. It was worth 4.
Token on Snake.
Token on Snake.
He's getting hungry. Getting full and big.
Full and big. What a funny
Really
thing.
saying, I feel like I'm missing some context. Is Zach a diehard T Swift fan?
Yes.
I am.
Alright, Chaos Gravity.
Oh, no.
Place 1 exhaustion token on a target unit. Move 1 exhaustion token from a target unit to another unit controlled by that player. Let's go here to
Snake it up, dude.
here. Well,
Unless
you gotta
you
have
can-
ways to refresh. You have refresh in the deck, so I don't want to necessarily stack it up. I'm gonna put it on the Gilder. And then remove an exhaustion token. And I'll pass it back over to you. -1. No.
Got him.
The unexpected. No one expects the
Your sudden
snake
but inevitable
die.
trail.
And then let's swing for 1. Let's swing for 1 here.
Well, boom.
Well, boom. Can you counter with that thing, or can it not? Counter? Can
I
it
think
counter?
it can counter, yeah. So I'll counter.
Alright.
You healed it, right?
Yeah, I recover. Yeah. You can have that guy.
Pass.
All right. Pass, pass, pass. Remove the exhaustion. Recover the stuff. Reroll the dice. Now we roll, and then we decide what we discard.
Yeah, but if you don't have any cards in your hand, you don't have to worry about that.
But I do have cards. Okay, we'll keep them all.
Hank Jr. saying, I was just an hour away from the event. First time getting to catch us live. Never seen this game. Mainly watch replays of your Fab videos. Well, this is Ashes Reborn. It's a great game.
It's fantastic. In fact.
All right.
I'm going first. I'm going first.
Would you hold that? I just like asking that question. Make people think you're like on that much damage somehow.
That's good, man.
What's good?
A Frostfang. It's got to go. Should have killed it last time. That Maeoni ability, man, is really the key. God, it's so good with that.
It is so good. It's working overtime.
Does the snake ability give -1 just straight up to attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We gotta think outside the box here sometimes.
While you're thinking outside the box, I'm gonna go brush with you.
Alright, brush on. Don't call me white. Don't call me white. Board wipe here is not right. Maeoni and then take 3. Ugh. Gross. Beast Hammer looks okay. Trade 2 dice for 2 dice. That's probably what you gotta do, right? You just gotta do that. You gotta do that. And then you bring on the Lightbringer. I think that's right. Sympathy, we got Chaos. I think that's right. All right, yeah, I think that's right. I think that's good. What's up, Willix? Yeah, that's awesome. Buddy and I just started Ashes and Fab and Marvel Champions on top of our normal Arkham. There aren't enough game nights. Fantastic. I hate Junior saying I'm already spending too much money on Fab and just got a little MetaZoo to open. MetaZoo, what's up? Unfortunately, I had to focus on a game or two at a time. That is the way, especially collectible game. You get, I think you get one. I think you get one. This Chaos Gravity is going to be devastating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then probably a Mirror Spirit comes in for 9, 10. Man, if Lightbringer was a side action, oh my gosh. It'd be too good. It would be too good. What's that going to do? He needs a way to kill. He's got to have a way to kill his own units. He must. And he definitely has a refresh. So I should wait in Chaos Gravity after the refresh on the Silver Snake. I should definitely do that. Yeah. What is that? The 2 heart remove all exhaustions?
Heart basic main action.
Remove all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. If that's even a thing.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of all those effects are. But I've got answers. Like I could summon a Mirror Spirit here for 3 attack. And that's pretty strong where that can go. Huh. I think I'm playing. What? No, I just. I'm gonna play a Beast Tamer.
Another one?
Yeah. Run multiple in the deck. You play multiple. You spend 2 dice on it if you got to. Fitty Shade saying Pro Quest champion Zach Bun plays Ashes.
What up? I do play Ashes. Occasionally win.
I hate Junior saying I love watching y'all learn games and sets together, trying to convert my wife into a game nerd so I have someone to play with like y'all. She's enjoying Fab so far, which I honestly wasn't expecting. Well, that is incredibly great to hear. You have to play them face up.
I know, I'm thinking.
Yeah, okay.
Got him. Just got him. Okay.
With your limited elo being so low in Fab, I didn't know, or I guess high.
I'm gonna start bringing that skull cap just so I can.
Or low, yeah. I guess the low.
Slide it over.
I don't know. Do you say is it low? Yeah, your chess elo would be high, like 2000s would be Grandmaster.
Yeah, low. Low is bad.
Yeah, low, high rank, low elo. And we know limited formats are where you actually find out who the good players are.
It's a shame I haven't had any limited events to prove myself lately.
Otherwise, constructed is just
perhaps going 9-0.
Constructed is just like building a robot and playing a simulation.
It was so easy then. What happened in Vegas?
I built a very bad robot.
Yeah.
I like my robots to be interesting.
You did build a bad
effective.
robot. It was pretty okay robot. All right, let's.
What kind of stupid tricks you got? You got a crescendo again?
No, I'm gonna play a root armor.
Oh, cool.
Here. So now it
plus 1 life and alert or whatever.
Plus 1 life and it prevents the first 2 damage. It's armored 2.
Very nice.
Which will make it a challenge for you.
It's annoying to get out of there. Is that a main or a side?
It's a side.
Nice.
And then main action.
Double armor. You're a pretty cool dude. Got all your armor there. Pretty cool. It's a cool way to play the game.
I'm gonna pass my main action.
Okay.
Thanks, Hank. Have a good night.
Okay. So we got an interesting little situation developing, don't we? Pretty interesting, if you ask me. Pretty interesting. Well, we were not expecting that. The situation has changed.
Yeah.
You're all Maeoni, you're all that Frostfang doing its thing. You don't really want to uncork the snake. You've got a refresh for sure. I mean, I've never been more sure of anything in my life. You definitely have a refresh.
He's certain.
Yeah. You probably have a golden veil. How many golden veils are in the discard over there? Since it's such a one-dimensional deck.
2.
Might not have one. He might not have one. Okay.
Frank asked a question in the chat. Yeah, apparently Oxidor is saying that named abilities like Armored 1 do stack. So Armored 1 equals Armored 2.
So you prevent the first 2 damage.
That's right.
Dealt in every instance. So I would need to do 3 damage to kill the Frostfang.
All at once.
All at once.
Yeah. Like a Molten Gold.
Or like a Lion Die Beast Tamer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a sneaky play. You gotta watch out for that.
That's why the good Lord made a Phoenix Form blocking.
I think I just shouldn't even care about it, honestly. I think I should just move on.
Oh, Jason's saying you need to do 4 at once because it has +1 life.
Oh, right. It's an untouchable unit at this point. You've
right.
done the thing that I was trying to do and have failed on. You like immediately nuked the Holy Knight. It's like, oh, I'm gonna make this thing like hard to deal with.
Oh, I'm dying right now.
No, can't. And there's a disturbance in the force here and there.
You're working on a Holy Knight cosplay?
I am.
With the
long hair?
You just need the armor, yeah.
Isn't there an armored knight in the divine dice?
Armored Knight?
Yeah, like something that has armored 1?
Is it Celestial Knight?
Celestial Knight. Oh my gosh, I love that unit. Why am I not playing that unit in here?
I don't know, dude.
I didn't even see it.
Look at that thing.
I didn't see it on my pile. Oh, it's so good.
It's because it's got an illusion die, I think.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the Holy Knight was an idea, wasn't it? How many cards you got? 4?
Yeah. Visible disappointment. Hot dang.
Hot dang. Somebody to sit there. All right, let's do the alternative play here.
Is this a 90s thing?
Side action that guy. Bring in the Lightbringer.
Boo. Now I'm gonna lowly 2 attack.
2 attack. It's not enough.
Gross.
It's gonna be a big snake.
This guy?
Yeah. Only getting bigger. Axiorder said, nice move, Steven. You're like a young Paul Morphy of Ashes.
What's a Paul Morphy?
He didn't say that. He did say nice job. You don't know who Paul Morphy is?
Does it have to do with chess?
Yeah.
I know he's in that category, I think. But I'm not confident. Let's meditate.
He's my #1 chess player of all time. Oh, you've got Amplify in the deck, huh? You're just running all sorts of garbage. In Nature's Wrath? That's how you're trying to clear your board? Oh my gosh, and now we're going to Fatigue. How many cards left in your deck? Okay,
4.
so we've made our bed now.
Main action.
I have 1 win condition at this point.
Frostfang is going to swing at your Lightbringer.
Now, there's got to be a reason you would make the worst move right now. What am I missing?
Why would I do that?
Why would you do that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I have to attack.
I know.
What's my option?
I'm not gonna spell out your deck for you. You still have a side action remaining? Or do you meditate?
I meditate.
Yeah, so you're not even gonna use Maeoni's ability, huh? Okay. I'll play. Lightbringer's gonna die.
Okay. Yeah. Token on Snake?
Yeah. Over to me?
Mm-hmm.
What are you up to?
Hard to say, really. Okay, it should say.
What are you doing?
I was gonna give you that die back, but it's fine.
So you're saying... Wow. I mean, what else are you gonna do? What are you gonna put a Gilder out? Put a Monk out? What are you gonna do? You got all these dice. How many cards? You got 4 cards. You got all these dice.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing nothing. I can't respond to you doing nothing.
Well, that's what we call dirtling.
He's dirtling. He's dirt, and he put up like 1,000,000 power die.
Mm-hmm.
So you clearly have like stupidly weird good reaction cards in your hand.
When we play Ashes, I'm just gonna start doing stuff to make you try to figure out what line I'm looking at. It's like in chess, it's like, why did he move the pawn there? Is there a line I'm not seeing?
I'm finding myself with a significant lack of offensive options.
That's a problem.
Yeah. That Holy Knight wasn't supposed to die.
Oh, weird.
Man, I've got all these tools, but like nothing to use them on. Let's do. You're just gonna kill anything? You're gonna kill it all. Everything's got to die. Everything's dying. Let's do Echo's ability on the Silver Snake.
Doesn't have to be an unexhausted unit.
I don't think so.
Why would you? It goes away.
Because the Mirror Spear is gonna get +1.
It's for each exhaustion or not each exhaustion?
Every exhaustion.
All right.
Let me make sure that's right. Each exhaustion token, yeah, 4 coming in.
You have that right.
Thanks. That's a snake killer right there.
Over to me?
Yeah. Point and kill. I want it. It's mine. You can't stop me.
Alright. Let's play an Essence Druid.
Well, there it is. Search your discard pile for a ready spell and place it in your hand. While it's in battle, value of units in battle with it is reduced by 2. Okay, spend some dice. Spend some dice. Let's go.
Hypnotize coming in.
It's a late game Hypnotize coming at me.
You can't see me.
Cannot be blocked or guarded. Right on.
Side action. Maeoni. Gonna spend
2 basics. There's gonna be some fat basics. You killing this mirror spirit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know it.
I need my divine protection spells, my angelic rescues. I've got the tools. I just don't have the goods.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Love that essence druid.
Yeah, it's something, isn't it?
Hot dang. And the crowd went wild at Hypnotize.
Hypnotize.
Jason saying that was a really good play.
It's good when you hear that from Jason, isn't it? I think Jason plays a lot.
You lost the unit, sorry.
He's a good
Jason is a really good player.
Good player.
That's why I didn't use the Maeoni earlier. I was waiting for that mirror spirit to come out. Joe, the snake is a 6. He's so ready to party.
Beast Tamer didn't reduce its own strength, right?
What's it say?
You attack battle units in battle with it. You can't be with yourself?
Yeah, that's right.
I can.
I'm a 6, Jason. Maybe you're a little behind.
I want it. It's mine. You can't stop me. Yeah.
We're just having a good time.
Having a good time.
You ever... I really do genuinely just feel so fortunate to be here. In fact, this is what I'm doing on Wednesday afternoon is insanity.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Crazy. Serious thank you to everyone out there who buys stuff from us. It's a miracle. There's a long time where that wasn't happening.
Yeah,
Bryce is almost dying over
there.
there.
A decade of that.
It was a struggle.
Let's beast tame.
Mm-hmm.
You want to push damage or push board?
Alex, the Miss Spirit plushie has a plaid hat on. Let's see it if I do this.
Whew. What a choice. So I'm going to get that Essence Druid. Take 1. Can swing back. Take it. Or swing at Maeoni direct. Take you to 10. Halfway there. Halfway home.
I thought you were switching to fatigue.
I really am. I really am. Yeah.
I think it's the clearest path to victory for you.
But fatigue gets easier if you have less health.
You know, that's not inaccurate.
Let's swing. That snake's got to be dealt with. The Frostfang's got to be dealt with. There's inevitability to this because you got Hypnotize. You're going first next turn, so you play the Hypnotize.
You definitely can't let me
first and do
hypnotize
6.
with the snake at 6. That's just too much.
That's too much.
Too much value.
That's too much.
Also, it is worth noting, Essence Druid, anything it's in battle with, it reduces the attack by 2.
Yeah, it's no good.
So the Beast Tamer into the Essence Druid is not ideal.
No, it's not good. And then I reduce your attack by 1, so we're just dirtle.
Basically, it's hanging out.
It's a
It's
dirtle.
like they met on the battlefield to chat.
Dirtle party. I'm gonna swing for 3 at Maeoni.
I'm gonna let you. Pick 3.
Okay.
Halfway home. Come on.
Yeah.
We're going to play this here, Hypnotize.
Found it.
No side action.
Okay. So I got a 2 and 2 here. It's pretty impressive.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 dice left?
No, I just like, you know, those are big dice.
They're power sides, yeah.
Power.
Powerful, yeah.
Just depends on how much you got to play around that refresh. How much do you have to play around that refresh? It's a great question.
I have the dice. Does he have the card?
Then you hypnotize 6. You can't have that. That's not possible. Mm-hmm. You haven't blocked with Maeoni yet, have you?
Mm-mm.
You have not.
She stands ready
Yeah.
to fall on this sword.
Ugh. But you can't, okay, you can't hypnotize and refresh this turn. So that's worthwhile. That's reasonable.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so throw that there, and then remove that. Let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and Chaos Gravity.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna add an exhaustion. We're gonna move an exhaustion, and then we're gonna unexhaust. It's not chaotic because they're very controlled. You know, you're making all these choices. Hardly chaos.
Hold on.
What's that? Yeah, you can Golden Veil one of them. So add 1 here.
Oh, it's actually way worse than that. Golden Veil says, play a spell after an opponent targets a unit you control. So technically, you should know this. I canceled that and the remaining effects of that spell ability or power. So
if I had the courage to do a real spit take just then,
that would have been the moment to do it.
It would go down in stream history.
Yeah, so I'm going to Golden Veil.
If I just...
When you play that, interrupt. Before we get too far. So what you should do first...
Let's add 1 to the Frostfang.
Well, no, before you do that, remove yours.
You can't. You got to do them in order.
Oh, so as soon as you add 1 to the Frostfang...
You've yet again found the perfect answer.
I don't let you add 1.
The whole point of the deck.
And I don't let you move 1.
Yeah.
I just cancel it.
So the game is over now.
Strictly.
That's right.
It's a Golden Veil, you see. It's got the mice on there. See that art down there?
Yeah, it's interesting how all of the cards you're playing seem to have... Playing the Mirror Spirit into Aerodel, playing the Chaos Gravity into Golden Veil. It's interesting how that works all the time,
horrible.
isn't it?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I wish I could help you.
Isn't that something? It's just a fascinating interaction how that
Jason Lindley saying Golden Veil and the Chaos Gravity lost me a tournament.
Yeah.
I see why.
Yeah.
You spend a bunch of dice, it gets nothing.
I don't think Echo's got it.
You don't think he's there?
I don't know. It's an ability I thought was really good until it wasn't.
It's not what you want to hear.
Who's not running Golden Veil, right?
I mean, only people with big, chunky units run Golden Veil.
Isn't everybody playing the chonkers these days?
I don't know.
No?
I have no idea what's going on in the meta of Ashes.
Yeah.
Did the Hydra win a big tournament recently?
The Hydra, didn't the Hydra get banned?
It can't be in your first 5.
Yeah. What's up, Serbia, Anton?
That's when you know it's good.
He says
awesome.
Echo's great, this deck is not. They need to post me a good Echo deck.
Next week, we're getting a good Echo deck on stream. You want to win.
You know
this
what's
one.
going to happen? You know the Echo deck is going to run Golder, Frostfang, the Salamander Monk, we can see how this goes. Chaos Gravity.
That's the signature.
It's not running Holy Knights. It probably runs, I don't even know if it runs the big stuff.
Jason says, I got you, baby.
It might run the big one, the big alert kill stuff. What else would it run? Because he can be run out of anything. I guess you
Jason's going to post you a deck.
Cool.
Jason says, I don't like Mirror Spirit basically at all.
Yeah, for every good reason, right? It's always bad.
Yeah.
It has never done anything impactful.
Except for be the target of my hate. And I kill it.
Which is worth saying something. It's just that you would need like 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Bombs.
Okay, so I cancel that. What else are you doing?
Nothing.
That's a bummer.
I'm just waiting at this point. Because it's going to come around to your turn, and then I lose.
Let's Molten Gold you for 3. Your other favorite cards.
Yeah, I'm sure that one's going to be in the Echo deck. 3. So if I'm currently at 9, I need to go to 12.
That's right.
I can still do that. Well, yeah, dude, I'm going to heal.
Oh, yeah. We're gassing with Cook.
Where'd all my dice go? Oh, they're on the table. Right on.
I'm going to pass.
I'll pass as well. Sure.
I guess technically, hold on.
Here, 6 damage swing.
I may as well.
You take nothing, do 2 to me, I recover 1. That gives you 1 damage on the board. Right?
It's fine, I'll pass.
Okay. Okay.
Over to me.
Fine.
I'm just here, so don't get fined.
Fine.
I do need a heart to show up here.
It won't. Only basics.
Oh, 2 snakes. Come on.
So you didn't see your hearts, did you?
You know. Strikes and gutters, my man. Strikes and gutters.
Don't worry about that. Sympathy pain, are you worth having? I roll my dice first, right? So I gotta know. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. Fine. 3, 4. Oh, look at that. Isn't that something? This deck is not good.
Wow.
There's something to be said for the joy of just rolling dice. It's like a fun moment, right?
Like, it's only like a fun moment.
Alex, are you playing Ashes yet? I feel like Alex watches Ashes enough where even if he doesn't play, he could start playing immediately because he knows all the cards. He already knows all the good cards.
Just play those.
Play the cards that Zach's playing.
Oh, lordy.
All right, well, what's it? What do you got?
Well,
am I gonna take 6 or am I not?
It's worse than that. I'm gonna use this command strike and do 6 to
Whatever you
Oh
want.
no, I don't want to do that. I gotta hypnotize. Or do I?
Maybe not. Maybe it's a dominate math here.
What could you possibly do?
I surely don't know. I hope you have some ideas. You tell me if you think of anything you're scared of.
I mean, you could exhaust me.
I suppose you're right. Brutal. I could have 2 more heals. That gets rid of 4 damage. You're out of cards, dude.
Gotta make it happen.
Also, am I correct that you're looking at your cards upside down currently?
Here?
Yes, you are. Okay, I was like, he's shuffling his cards, but I can see all of them.
Oh, sorry.
Who shuffles their cards like this in a card game?
I don't know.
Aren't you supposed to be able to see them? Is that
I'm
the
not
point?
looking at them.
I don't know.
Just looking for those wrinkles on them.
That's right.
Well, don't screw it up.
Yeah, let's hypnotize. Snake's got the ability for the rest of the turn.
That seems relevant with your refresh. Is that what you're saying?
Swing for 6.
Can't be blocked.
Can't be blocked.
All right, you got it. I won't block it then.
Take it to the teeth.
Now, if I didn't have that heal, I'm dead here. Probably dead anyway. That molten gold you got. You got another molten. You get 3 in the discard pile now.
Don't worry about it.
All right, we need to solidify the base here.
How much health you got?
3 left.
No, dude.
Yeah, noted. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that I can't react to that.
I'm sad.
So let's go. You can't. Well, I suppose you can. In fact. Hypnotize is for the rest of the turn. Is that true? Remainder of the turn, not the round.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. You have Nature's Wrath in the discard pile, 3 of them? I've seen 2 go.
There are 3 in the discard pile.
Okay. Alright. What's my battlefield? 6. Let's play Raptor River. And then we've got a... See, I'm playing some good units. And then we've got a meditate situation. 1, 2. Let's pump these up to Lion Mans. 3. Oh, there's the Neil. That's handy. It'd be really handy right now, wouldn't it?
Sure would be good.
It'd be pretty handy right now.
It would. Agreed.
Over to you.
Go to Lion Man.
Jason, does your Echo deck have Lightbringer in it? Because I don't want to play one that doesn't have Lightbringer. It's the only thing that I find joy in anymore. I want everyone to notice that it takes me about an hour and a half to drink this drink, and Zach's is gone in about 20 minutes.
Maeoni. 2 basics. And we'll pop your... let's go Beast Tamer.
Choose your favorite.
Token on Snake. I can get my teeth brushed, you know.
It's like you plan on killing. You're going to unexhaust the snake. You probably have something in hand that makes it unexhaustible. Like, that's the whole point of the deck, right? I don't know. I don't know. Why is that Frostwing so great? My gosh. Ugh. So gross.
Just doing the hard work here.
I hate it. I hate everything you do. It must be because you're doing the good things.
Yeah.
You're just doing the good things. It's better than what I'm doing.
That's what we like to hear.
It's so much better. Dang it. Okay, Frostfang. Let's do it like this. I'm going to lose that Steadfast Guardian. What if I played a Holy Knight right now? Does that change your name? Bless you.
Makes me sneeze.
Yeah. It cannot be targeted by spells an opponent controls. Mass? Yeah.
Three attack, eh? Eh?
Another root armor there.
Yeah, armor 3.
Cool, okay. It's pretty tough. Pretty tough guy.
No main action.
Okay. So we could pass and I could be the first player.
I take a damage.
You would take a damage.
But then you better be ready for that hypnotized snake.
Well, I got a lot of options there. Hypnotized snake. Okay, so we could pass. Or we could not pass. How do we deal with that hypnotized snake?
Got a lot of options there. How do we deal with it? Back to the drawing board.
Could always draw an eel. I suppose that's a
fine strategy.
And 9 cards left. At least one of them's an eel. Cool, Corey. Thank you. We're probably not going to do that. Just to be honest with you.
The request was, would like to see more Skytear streams, not just new expansions. To which Steven responded, unlikely.
Oh, yeah. I was talking directly to Corey.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's think about this. We might stream that solo mode, that new solo mode.
Yeah. Now, I will say there's some interesting things cooking in the Skytear brew.
You're right. Don't I know it? This deck's not really doing anything, is it? You got 4 cards in your hand. You have a Hypnotize on the board. I need a way to see more exhaustions. Or to kill that Silver Snake. Which is doable. Now what could I also threaten? 3, 4, 5, 6. I could threaten 7 damage here. You'd probably block the Frost Fang, so I push that out. Essence Druid covers one of them up. And then you gotta watch out. The dice spread isn't good. Can't play the Mirror Spirit now. It's not good. What if we did a Lightbringer here, and then you swing with the Frost Fang. We trade.
Hypnotize is exhausted. I used it on the Silver Snake.
All right, here comes a Lightbringer. When you don't have anything else to do, summon that Lightbringer. You better watch yourself. Might lose.
Frost Fang's gonna swing at Echo.
Let go. Go. Is there any tricks? You got any tricks? I'm gonna block here.
Alright. You take 3.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exhaust. Over to you.
That's pretty interesting, dude.
Of course, Sand, appreciate the honesty. Do you guys not like Skytear anymore, or just not as much as Flesh and Blood and Ashes?
A lot of reasons. So Skytear, any miniatures game is just expressly harder to stream because it takes up a lot of room, and it's harder to follow on stream because you have like all of these top-down things. You got to know the positioning, etc. So there's all of that stuff going on. We've also got the Skytear like release schedule is just a lot slower. I'm not slower than Ashes, but also we've got the PDP thing with Ashes, so like it's a high priority for us to play the game, support the game, etc. Because we have a really active role in its existing at all. So that kind of tilts that a little bit.
Also, like one of the upsides of the game is the living rules.
Yeah.
But that also makes the long-term value of our content way less.
A little lower because you're playing the old version of the game, basically.
Yeah. So at this point,
the MOBA, the what was it called, the draft format or the MOBA format is incredible.
Yeah. But doing more than 1 or 2 per release is just a lot of content to do for a game. At that pacing.
At the piece.
Still love the game, by the way. Very excited about the co-op version.
Some models to paint. Every time new models come out, who's gonna paint them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can threaten 8. Isn't that something?
It is something.
That's crazy. Can threaten 8. What are you threatening? You're threatening nothing. You're threatening next turn. That's basically what you're threatening. And we've seen 3 golden veils.
Mm-hmm.
So that's clean. These are not the right cards for the time and place here. I don't really want to give you battlefield slots, so that's a thing.
It's a challenging thing to do, though. To threaten and also not give me a battlefield slots.
I think we'll figure it out. And then you've got a Frostfang threat that you could also hypnotize. You got a Silver Snake threat that you could also hypnotize. So there's some weird stuff here. There's gotta be an answer. There always has to be an answer. And I think this is just wrong, what I'm about to do.
There will be an answer.
I think this is just wrong.
One way to find out.
Fixing to find out.
Gonna learn today.
Yes. I wish I had more Lightbringers. I could make you do the things that annoy me. I've got the wrong dice in the wrong place. It's so bad. Let's swing.
We were swinging.
Or do I just pass and hope that I find the right card?
What's the right card?
Kneel.
What does that do for you, though?
And Kneel's everything you got.
Leave you with one thing.
And I need to find a way to get an additional exhaustion on that snake. Or kill it. I mean, I could always try to kill it, right? And we got that Unit Guard Gilder, which is annoying. So what if we did...
What does make it challenging.
Side action, and then I still need to play a main. That's kind of the problem, because like you'll... We can do that, though. We can do that. Okay. And then we do that. I mean, that's fine. God. It's so bad. I don't know. There's nothing winning here. I'm trying so hard to win.
You're working that brain out. I can see it. The heat's rising.
If you kill the Gilder, you summon the Salamander Monk, and that's actually worse.
Or I summon another Gilder.
You summon another Gilder. I think my best bet is probably to try to get an answer. I think it's how to get an answer.
There will be an answer.
You have recover on the snakes? God, they recover for 3?
They're beefy boys.
They should at least try to eat... They should at least try to eat the...
The what?
We can't do that, though. Attack, use the lion for +1. Echo ability to exhaust 1 blocker. You can't do the lion and the echo ability in the same turn. It's like I've got a side action lion, and then I have no main action, aside from a dirtle. And then I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 on the board, and there's nothing.
Well, if you swing with 8, I block here. All of them reduced by 2.
Yeah, right. Well, one of them at least.
Yeah.
But it gets exhausted.
Thank you, David. It was a great weekend. That's cool, Corey. Saying it makes sense. Thanks, God. Started my own podcast on Skytear soon.
It's good.
Good luck,
great
man.
Stuff.
It's a phenomenal game.
Great stuff. All right, there's an answer here somewhere. You know, sometimes I find myself in these situations and there's not an answer.
But you like to think there is. You want to think there is.
Oh man, I really do though. I really want to think that. I actually believe that.
Sometimes it be that way. It really do though.
2, 6.
We run the crush numbers again.
8. Okay, I can't get you to attack, so the main action is the problem here. If you kill the Steadfast Guardian, that would be amazing for me. That would be good.
How do I do that?
Do I exhaust the Gilder? I probably exhaust the Gilder. So you can block with the Essence Druid if you want. Alright, let's start here. Let's echo the Gilder.
Okay.
Temporary Gilder. And then let's swing with everything. Everything. Not everything, because you block one with the thing. Let's swing.
We were swinging.
Let's swing there. He's a +2 now.
Where are you swinging?
At your Phoenix one. Multiple units must attack the Phoenix one. Alright, Jason says there's a new Echo deck waiting in the Discord. Beautiful. We were swinging. Shouting, she's as many as the angels when they sing. We'll get to men. Many swing, just a swing.
What's your battlefield?
4, 6. Total slot 6.
And you can easily summon a Guardian. And a Mirror Spirit. You can't summon a Mirror Spirit.
Can't summon Mirror Spirit, but I wish that I could.
It would be really good for you.
Oh, why? But I had to use a Raptor Herder die on the Mirror Spirit. It's like, this doesn't work. This is why you test. Or just look at it and be like, this doesn't work. These dice, these units, it's clear that you can't pay for both. So why would you ever run this?
That's why I only play mono.
Yeah, it works. Jason wants to know what's happening because it's like, what's happening is I can't win, but there is a 1% chance that I don't lose.
Jason says, you think John Anderson knows you cover swinging every week on stream?
There's no way. Although, he may be like Nalgene.
I'll take 6.
Cut us a check soon.
You're so close.
We were so close.
You could win. This goes on.
Take a card. Take another.
Mine?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Don't give me anything +1, please.
What are you talking about? Let's attach an explosive growth here.
What's that do?
2 status tokens, and I guess +1 attack for each status token on it.
So that's +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That cost me. Oh, I can't do that. I thought I had a horse.
Oh, see, I've squeaked my way into
No,
this
I
game.
had some music note.
You
I
got
have
music
music
now.
note.
Okay, you got a music note. Yeah.
And a leaf.
You see not a leaf. Okay.
Main action.
that it?
I'm thinking about my main action.
That's all you got?
Yeah, I'll pass. I mean, you're the one who has to do something.
That's right.
So, does this double the attack of your silver thing?
It would.
Does it what?
It gets plus X attack for each status.
Yeah,
dragon,
the
so-
Silver Snake would be off the chain here.
Yeah, but Silver Snake at 8 when he's at 3 is about as big as I need it to be.
Yeah, kind of overkill, isn't it?
But yeah. I drew that in my hand. I was like, ooh, I wish that was on the Silver Snake right now. But I can't hypnotize and play that in the same turn. We were swinging.
And I'm going first next turn. Well, sir.
I'm gonna be getting on out of here now.
I am going to side action. Go to 2. Yeah, I that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's do a side action. I'm at 16. You got to do 3. Can you get past my guardian somehow? Do you have another crescendo? No, you can't play that. You can't play the crescendo. This happens. And then we go here, and then we go up, and then you're at 18 maybe. And then we do these things. So why don't we do a -1 to you, and then a pass. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Let's go -1, pass.
All right, we'll see if my gambit pays off. We're gonna amplify. I'm gonna give the mouse +3 attack.
Not the maze.
Then they're gonna swing at Phoenix Born.
Together?
I got lethal.
3 and 3?
3 and 3.
Both directions? Just a straight up 3 there?
Just a 3 and 3.
Let me see the amplify card.
Let me read that there card. Let me read it.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
You did. It's down here somewhere. There's the other copy.
I'm sure it's down here somewhere. You did it. Congratulations. Yeah.
You almost had me though.
Yeah.
Literally, I was at least
Super
taking
close.
3.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is like, so I've got the sympathy pain for 2 to your Phoenix Born there. If you do anything that's not lethal, right? And then Lion on the Guardian for 2 more is death. So like, it's crazy. Wait, that's round. What is that? Is amplify side action, right?
Mm-hmm. Did you take an action on your turn?
No, I didn't.
That's
Then you did. Did you not take one previously? What did you do previously? No, you attached the explosive growth, right?
That's a side action.
Oh, and there was no main.
There's no main.
So main and main, it back to me, huh? Here we go.
And then I take 2.
Bryce, I found a way to win this game, my friend.
It's working.
I found a way to win this game.
He's back in it.
Woo!
Now, if you had to guess what card was coming up.
All right, hold on. I need to see my dice, and then I need to discard some cards. These dice are garbage. These are garbage dice.
Does Neil require a snake?
Okay, So, given that we both passed the main, I do the thing, and then now we come to this part of the game where I'm at 15, you're at 18. I need to do 2 to you, you need to do 3 to me. And I discard 2 at least. And I'm digging for a heal or a kneel. The old heal and kneel.
Heal won't even matter, right? Because I hypnotize and snake you.
You don't have a molten gold, do you? Okay.
You can do that.
What's that?
Summon a Gilder without summoning a Gilder. So I could have avoided that by activating Gilder Book to do a damage. Can I
Who
do
designed
that?
this game?
I don't know.
It says place a Gilder onto your battlefield. If you can't do that, why would you?
Don't know. But now we know. I didn't.
I need to call up Nick.
Old Conley. Didn't get it, did he?
So bad.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.
Well, you got a main action, don't you? You got to take a main action, don't you? He's got to take a main action.
Hot diggity dang.
So let's hold on a second. There's some play here.
Is that my 8 damage snake?
I mean, it stops you from getting hypnotized. Hypnotize a main action?
Side action.
It's a side action.
Yeah, that's how you do it and then attack.
Oh, right. That's probably how you would do that.
Oh, you thought I had to like do it and then wait around?
Yeah, like a fair and balanced game.
Dude, this card is so fair and balanced. It would make your head
It
spin.
is, yeah, it really is. Okay, so what do? I swing with...
Apparently, you can't activate the Gilder spell even if you can't play a Gilder.
I
Which
hate it.
I was wondering why there are 3 copies of the Gilder spell in my deck,
I don't like it.
but now it makes a lot more sense.
I hate it.
It's a leaf for a damage. Or actually, they were saying you only need 2 damage, dude.
I know. How hard can that be?
If you attack with everything, it almost works.
I know, right? It's really close. No,
Yeah.
it works.
You can focus one of my things down.
It works, actually. Because you would have to block with the snake.
Well, that's not true. So you have 2 things that do 1 damage only?
No, this will be coming in for 2.
Yeah, but these 2 only do 1.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna lion this one.
Okay. But you could also wouldn't exhaust him with Echo probably.
That'd probably be better. You can't do both of those things at the same time.
That's the point, yeah.
So that's a problem.
If you could do both those things, it would be a clear path to victory.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be
That'd be pretty cool.
right in there.
I would love that one.
Yeah. But you know, I'm the scientist.
That would be pretty cool if that happened, wouldn't it?
Oh, smoke-a-rollies.
Okay, hold on. Placing your finger observing attacks. There's no way for me. Your snake is going to be unblockable at 8.
Yeah.
So I either need to do 4 damage.
Any of these unblockable is a problem right now. If you don't heal.
And you have a unit guard.
Yeah.
The unit guard actually here is the problem. Because otherwise, I line up the Holy Knight and then swing at the Silver Snake. And then you have to block a Maeoni and die. Or you let the Silver Snake hit and it's dead.
Wouldn't he still kill you?
I could block him. Oh, with Hypnotize, yeah.
Doesn't work on just the snake.
Alright, there's nothing for me to do here. I have no...
I have nothing.
I have no... All your stuff's so beefy. Luckily, I draw my 2 holy relics there at the end. Okay, perfect. Look at these swords while you die.
Hey, wait a cotton pick a minute.
No, it's after the wounds are assigned.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
It's close.
It's very close.
It's close. Yeah, if I could like heal and threaten killing the snake, maybe. Because like if I swing with everything, you block with everything but the snake. You let this one through. My options are to either pump this or echo. Either way, same effect. If I pump this, You block these 3. Let the Lightbringer do 1. Swing back with a snake for lethal. Or if I, let's say, take the Gilder out.
Well, realistically, if you use Echo's ability, exhaust here.
Yeah.
Swing with all 4. I have to block these 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't let both these go through.
That's right. Okay,
so I have to block with all 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you know I have Amplify as well. So Amplify for +3 on Gilder gets you for 3.
Mm-hmm.
So if you
Amplify was the key, wasn't it?
If you can't do that play and also heal, is where the problem is.
Yeah. It's all these side action. I need a accelerate in the deck.
The moment you don't focus this down, now I just have a unit I leave, and then I get that unit.
It's close.
It's very close.
It's closer than it looks, isn't it? Or maybe it is.
Super close. I was on the edge of my seat for like 2 turns.
And if I attack the snake with the knight, like you're saying, Oxyridor, it doesn't kill it. So it doesn't have to counter. And it just swings at me, or anything swings at me and kills me.
Yeah, if anything's left around.
Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. There it is. Another good deck versus a pile of Echo cards.
It was close though, man.
And a well-greased opponent coming fresh off of a win.
It just doesn't stop.
Can't counter everything.
Hey, this is a good deck. This was
It's not as good as Aerodel.
That Aerodel deck is
That Aerodel deck is the gold standard.
I also absolutely could have played this way better.
Impossible.
No way.
ProQuest Champion Zach Button can't play this.
I'm going to start referring to myself in third person. Just like that.
Hello, my name is
I don't think
ProQuest
anyone can play it better than
Champion
ProQuest Champion Zagbon.
Oh, that's funny. All right, and then we have another stinger here.
That's right. Subscriptions and tokens.
And then it's like, all right, the end. We'll call it the end game.
We're in the end game now.
I don't know.
I'm so tired of that quote.
I think there's so many people who overuse board gaming terms in their board gaming marketing, right?
Like what? Meeples?
Yeah, that's the only example I can think of. No, like every Fab podcast, for instance, has a Fab gameplay term involved. Arsenal pass. Time in the round. What else?
Instant speed.
Instant something. What was the other one, Bryce?
There's one called Pitch 3.
Pitch 3, right?
Kodachi for 3.
And and it's just kind of like that's correct. But if we call this section end game, is that a little too on the nose? I think it's too on the nose when you're using too many of the board game terms. Maybe we call it conclusion or end of the stream. Like, is that less cool or is that more cool? Because we're not shouting it out directly. I was thinking
more like
recap,
Mr. Rogers style.
Like we have some nice piano coming in now. And we say, "Well, it's been a pleasure, everybody. Thank you so much for being here." We grab
our cardigans off the wall. We put them on. We're literally putting our shoes on.
It's been another day at Covenant.
We'll see you tomorrow. That kind of thing.
Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow, and if you're not here, we'll be very sad. I like a little guilt trip as well. I think that's effective marketing too.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Jason, if I don't see you in the chat tomorrow, I'm gonna be so sad all weekend.
Hey, do join us. Would you please join us tomorrow for the Star Wars CCG? This is one of the best games ever.
I love this. You ready for this? You're gonna love this. Joe Solo's wondering, is there a farming or mining aspect to Ashes that Steven could grow into to win? Or do we have to just wait till the Star Wars season?
I need to be playing farming and mining in this game is just fatigue. I need to get a really good fatigue deck.
The old gas deck.
And then I need to just settle into my degeneracy.
Kyle, I'm not sure what set we're on. It's either special edition or like indoor. Or we're getting late stage.
It's post. We just did the gas mining thing. Where was that?
That's Cloud City.
That was Cloud City. What's
but I thought we
did
Jabba's Palace already.
We did Jabba's Palace.
Yeah.
What's after Jabba's?
I want to say it's either special edition
or indoor. Which is what you did just say. Can you look that up on Wiki? Do you have a computer over there, Bryce? We'll give you a real. Actually, you know what? I've got a phone. These have internet too. Crazy.
Those internet computing machines on the front. I'm gonna guess a special edition.
I like the end of the stream because it's kind of like the end of SNL.
Where they're just.
It was already weird, and now it's like really weird. Special edition and indoor, right there in a row.
I think special edition's next, and it's.
Is it just previous sets though?
No, that's Reflections. Special edition came out when the special editions of the original trilogy came out. It's like they were remastered.
So is it different cards?
Yes, but it's using clips that were redone for that edition. Like the lightsaber started looking better, and the special effects, they changed some of it, and they added some deleted scenes and that kind of thing. So I think that's mostly what that set is. Stuff they missed in the originals that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
it'll be a good time. We'll open some packs. We'll play some cards. We'll mine some gas.
Are we playing just within the set?
I don't know, man. It's been a long time. I'm
Do you
gonna
want
go
to
back
just
and
play
rewatch.
within the set?
I love that.
That's my favorite.
Every time we do that,
I think that's way better. And it's limited, and we know that my ELO fab rating is so high for limited that I have an advantage in that format.
That's right. Well, we'll see tomorrow.
Because we're not playing limited Ashes, I mean, if you would give me a chance to thrive in this game, I would love it. Although, on the whole, our record is probably...
It would be cool to know what our
50-50?
Our lifetime record is.
And actually, you started playing good decks.
Just generally. In all the games
This is what happens all the time. Zach starts playing good decks, and I'm just here sitting on potatoes all the time. Having good ideas.
And then I think I'm good, and I go to a tournament and I get smashed.
Poorly implemented.
There we go.
Let's talk about ProQuest.
That's right. That one time.
You guys, join us tomorrow. If you want to play Ashes, please do. It's great. You can tell we have a great time every time we play.
Also, reminder, I'm just looking at these. Awesome promos.
Come play in the league.
Seriously.
Come play in the league. If you're looking for a place to play, it doesn't matter. You can bring a pre-constructed deck. Pre-constructed deck's better than what I was playing today. And I would play what I played today in the league for sure. Very laid back. Everybody who's better than you is also nicer than you. That's a really great tagline. I had no idea that I was going to say that. That's pretty cool. It's like a self-fulfilling... As you get better, you have to get nicer, necessarily.
That would be a nice thing to be true.
Let's put it on a plaque in the new store. If you're
one
better
of our
than your
ethos.
opponent, you must also be nicer
That's
than your
right.
opponent.
To whatever degree you're better, to whatever degree you think you're better at this game than your opponent, that's how much nicer you need to be.
Can you imagine though if that was a constant?
Big if true.
Can you imagine if you could as you get better than others, you get nicer?
For a lot of people, that's true.
Huh.
Not for all, unfortunately.
Not for ProQuest champion Zach Bunn.
Most of those people play it.
Oh man, a lot of good jokes going around here. Well, hey, we'll see you next week for Ashes or tomorrow for Star Wars CCG.
Come tomorrow. Join us tomorrow. Take care, everybody.